Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the internet world. Welcome, welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. Yeah, I want to address something real quick in the comments. Uh, I believe a couple of you or one person mentioned something about the company in regards to the G999. Yeah, one of you said that Joseph Haidt was buying 3 media companies, and to some, that may seem like a good idea, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But from my view, my opinion, that's not a good look. And it could actually do more harm, especially in the crypto space. You know, the crypto world is very, very fickle, right? So when the word gets out, like if this is true, because I don't know, this is what people are putting in my comments, right? But if that is true, that they're acquiring media companies to, of course, put out, and if they put out information about the G999, it's all going to be good stuff, right? So it'll most definitely be biased. So who will take that seriously once they realize that the people who own, like the people who are pushing it out, is the stories about the G999 or what the G999 is or whatever. Once that information is out that the same people own the media company, it'll be quite easy for the crypto community to dismiss it. And an example of that would be would be this, right? Some of you may know of this, some of you may not, right? But there was an artist, right, by the name of Benzino, right? And Benzino, right, uh, was featured in a magazine called The Source, right? Now, some of us would know about The Source magazine, right? And The Source, I don't even know if I don't think The Source magazine is around anymore, right? And partly because of that is what I'm about to tell you, right? Once it was found out, now no, let me give some backdrop on The Source. So The Source, The Source magazine was, was a magazine where you went to find out who was who in hip hop culture, right? It was rated like, they used to rate people 5 mics for their albums, or, what artists to look out for, things like that, right? The new up and coming artists, right? That was the outlet. If you wanted to know what was hot in the hip hop world, you went to the Source magazine. So then we started to see this artist called Benzino come out, right? And he was being featured, right? And hey, he had some good music. He had a video out, blah, 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 right? Long story short, it was then found out, right, that Benzino was the co-owner of the Source magazine. And once that was found out, not only did his career tank, right? His career, because he was going up, right? Like he was coming up on the scene because of the machine of the Source, right? Because and the Source was like an engine. It was like part of that engine that helped to boost people's careers. Like people was taking the Source seriously, right? To get 5 mics in the Source was a serious thing. So when it was found out that Benzino was rated as good, but then found out to be the co-owner, everything went downhill. People stopped messing with his music, and now you see him on reality TV. and the Source magazine, you know, they went out of business, right? So that's an example of you know, owning something and trying to push something that you own through the very thing that you own, right? And in my view, in my opinion, I think it's better that if we get organic press, you know, or like, and there's nothing wrong with paying for spots either, you know. I mean, we've seen that with the KBC when, you know, you pay for articles in different news outlets. Like it's like a paid press release. So that's a form of advertising. Nothing wrong with that. But there's a big difference between when you're putting money out to in all the different news outlets, right? It's a big difference between that and you buying the company, right? It's a like to me, it doesn't send the right message to me. That could actually backfire, in my opinion, if that's going to happen, right? Or if they've already done it. I believe that that will do more harm, and people would stay away from the project once they realize that, hey, you know, this company earns this media outlet. That's why it's getting all this press, right? Something to consider. And another thing that I noticed, right, that, you know, that doesn't really that doesn't it doesn't really sit well with me, right? About the G999, and that's, and listen, I ain't got nothing against Joseph Haidt, right? But 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 Mr. Haidt, when the coin does a little movement, you need to take it easy, man. You need to take it easy with the posting on the Instagram, because, you know, to people like myself, right, or like the original investors, this coin was 2 cents, man, right? And so from our standpoint, we lost over 100% of our value when we brought our KBC over to the G999, right? The only people who are making out like bandits are the ones at the top 25 leaders or whatever, right? Those are the ones that are making out because they've got teams to keep them afloat. But the people who don't have teams that came in with their money, with the investment to bring it over, right? It was reduced by 4, and so their value was retained, right? Their value was retained, but whatever value they had, right? They lost over 100% of that value once the coin went on the exchange, because it was priced at 2 cents, but now it's dropped under a penny. That's over 100% of the value loss, Mr. Haidt. So when you're posting, so when you post that the coin's doing a little movement because it's going from 0.003 to point 0.2 half a penny, right? That's not a good look. That's nothing to get excited over. Okay, that's nothing to get excited over, you know, especially when you have so many people from the affiliate, or, you know, so many people from the KBC side who had the coin at 2 cents. No, if the coin starts going to 4 cents and 6 cents, okay, or even 9 cents, okay, but not, you know, but not 0.005 and not point double o eight or 0.009. I mean, you know, like when the coin was at 0.009 cents, you're putting rockets, right? It hadn't even reached a penny yet, and you're talking about, oh, it's rockets. Like, look, relax. When the coin gets to 9 cents, okay, like remember the KBC? Okay, the KBC did 9 cents. And a lot of people came up because a lot of people cashed out, right? The KBC went to 9 cents. I just want to remind everybody, it actually went to 12 cents on the Caribbean Exchange, and people came up, right, from a half a penny, okay? KBC did 1,000% in under 18 months. You could talk that shit coin all you want, okay? But that's a 1,000% come up from 2018, right? 18 months later, 1,000%. Now, what's 6 months in? Well, more than 6 months in with the G999, and it's tanked. It's tanked. It's at the bottom. I'm not gonna be impressed until I at least see 2 cents, at least, right? That's when I'll start. Oh, okay, all right. And even then, it's gonna be a tough climb, right? Because when the information comes out about the IPO, right, and the opportunity for people to acquire the IPO, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if people, dump their G999 coins to get to come back into the IPO, right? To come back into the IPO, because the IPO is what's going to be is what's going to be the real money bringer, if you will, right? We're talking, because this is regulation, we're talking compliance. This is where the big money, in my view, my opinion, my honest opinion, I believe that the GSB coin or the GSB IPO is going to be extremely successful. Extremely successful. Because, and guess what? I mean, Mr. Joseph Hoyt has every right to be excited, because either way he wins, right? Because he's the one issuing the GSB coin to the investor. Once it comes out, right? The people with the big money, the people with the real money. But that doesn't guarantee, just like when you advertise. When you advertise, it doesn't necessarily guarantee revenue, right? You're advertising in hopes that people will come to your business, right? You're spending $1 million in advertising in hopes that you get, 2 million in revenue or 10 million in revenue, right? Well, it's the same thing with this IPO, right? Just because people are getting the IPO doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna participate in the G999. Now, this is what I would like to see when the bank opens up. For example, I would like to see something like this, whereby, if they had some utility between the G999, with the G999 in a like parallel with the GSB, for example. So if you held the GSB, right? If you, or staked or whatever, if you staked your GSB coin, right? But so that you held, you didn't sell. So to incentivize you not selling your IPO, let's say they offered you 5%, right? Or even 3%, between 3 and 5% a month, right? A month on your GSB, but they paid you in G999. Now, and they paid you in G999. Now that's a different story. Now we have some real utility. Now we have real utility now, right? That will be very interesting. And I believe a situation like that would help the coin increase dramatically. I mean, people will be spending, yes, but people will also be accumulating, right? People will also be accumulating, because you're not going to spend all the G999 coins, right? And with everything else, with all the other staking up opportunities with the G999, whatever's left over, you could stake those coins. But if you're getting 5% on your GSB every month, like whatever your value is, like for example, let's just say if you have 100,000 coins, right, of the GSB IPO, just for example, let's keep it small, let's keep it simple, right? We're talking it out, right? If you had 100,000 of the GSB coins and the IPO came out at $100, and you're probably saying, why would it come out at $100? Well, what's your reasoning for that? Well, Coinbase came out at like $400, and they are not no bank. right? They are just an exchange. It's not a bank. So we're at least, you know, I'm expecting at least triple digits. I think $100 is modest. If Coinbase could do 400, right? But but even with that, let's go even smaller. Because I don't want to get people too excited. Let's go even smaller than that. Let's say $20, right? Because the Exodus wallet, IPO, the Exodus wallet is like $25. $25 a share for Exodus, right? And Exodus, that's just a wallet. But they offer staking opportunities, right? So the Exodus wallet is kind of like a bank to me, right? But it's a wallet. It's not a bank. Okay? So their product, their shares are $25. Let's go with that. So let's go even under. Let's do 20. So you got 100,000 coins, and now the IPO comes out at $20. So now you have a value, right? Now your IPO has a value of what? $2 million, right? 100,000 coins, $2 million. Now, now you're incentivized to stake, hold, and get paid in the G999, right? Now, when you get paid in the G999, you get 5% of that value. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying this is what they could do. This is what they could do to build up the utility of the coin, because you have to lead with utility, people, right? So now you got 5%, right, of every month. So what's 10%? So 10% of 2 million is 200,000. So 5%, 100,000, right? So that would be $100,000 worth of G999 every month, of which you could do whatever you want, if you want to diversify or if you want to spend it. Okay, but it's $100,000 worth of coin. Now, if you're getting that a month, that's going to increase transactions, which will help the burn the coins. That will help to burn the coins if they do this, right? Because that's what I would do. I see the G999 to be used as spending, not to hold, but to spend it. But to hold, you're supposed to hold the GSB IPO. You hold the GSB IPO, but you spend the G999. I could see this happening, right? And by spending the G999, you're also helping to burn off the G999 a lot faster. More transactions, right? More transactions, more utility. So it's getting less and less and less coins being used with the ecosystem, with the GS lifestyle, with the debit card and the back office and the systems, and you converting, getting Bitcoin and all the rest of it, right? Okay. Now, if they're able to pull this off, the way how I see it in my head, because there's so many opportunities that are like what I'm talking about, like what I'm suggesting, similar, right? There's so many out there that's similar. Like I said, you could stake something and you're getting another coin. This is how a lot of successful projects out there are operate in this fashion, right? But I don't know if they're going to do it like that. This is just me talking out loud. I like to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts? Okay, if you like this content, hit the like button, share this video, right? I'd like to hear your feedback. What do you think? What are your thoughts about, the Mr. Height acquiring media companies to push the project? Are you for it? Are you not for it? Okay. If you heard, what it is that what I suggested, hey, hit the thumbs up, give a thumbs up, right? Give a thumbs up anyway if you made it this far, right? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Check out my link tree. If anything, if you see anything you like, feel free, check it out. To each their own, right? You can sign up to the GS Partners, okay? If you're interested in the GS lifestyle, if you're interested in the debit card and things like that, I'm going to tell you right now with the cards, it varies in terms of the delivery. Some people still have not received their cards. It's going on 8 weeks, people, right? It's going on 8 weeks and people still do not have their, the physical debit card. They can get into the back office, but they don't have the debit card. So, hey, to each their own. You come in at your own. If you feel that you really want the project, if it's worth the wait, then hey, the link's there. All right, so that's all for now. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, stay safe. Brrrasa. Peace.